pressures on the table.
Right, Lata, thanks a lot for that quick update. But let's move ahead now to some of the other headlines that we're tracking. Sanjiv Mehta, the president of industry body FICCI, says that the spike in retail inflation isn't homegrown, and several factors, including the COVID supply chain disruption and the Russia-Ukraine war, are behind it. Mehta, who is also the CMD of FMCG giant HUL, told my colleague Abhimanyu Sharma that one needs to ensure that low unit price packs are protected as far as possible because they go to the consumers with low income.
That retail inflation is not a homegrown. This has happened, inflation has happened for several factors. First is the supply chain disruption which happened during the COVID era. The second was huge amount of spending, fiscal stimulus, which was done in many Western developed nations. And the third has been the war in Ukraine, as well as between Ukraine and Russia. I think these are the three factors which has resulted in inflation. And the difference this time is that it has spread across commodities.
So are you looking at a fresh round of price hikes, even though at HUL price hikes are always the last resort?
You know, price hikes again depend on what happens to commodity. There is no one-to-one correlation between the price increase of commodities and the price increase of finished products. If you look at the last quarter, a net material inflation was in the vicinity of 21%, whereas the price hike that we had taken was just about 12%.
Well, here's another CNBC-TV18 news break that gets confirmed. Inox Green Energy is all set to make its D-Street debut as market regulator SEBI has approved its 740 crore rupees IPO proposal. Sources tell us that the issue comprises of fresh issuance of shares worth 370 crore rupees and offer for sale of the same amount by promoter Inox Wind. The IPO will likely be floated in the second half of October. Global investment giant KKR is expanding its investment in India's clean energy space. The company will invest over 3,500 crore rupees in Hero Group's energy arm, Hero Future Energies. The investment is expected to drive the company's growth in domestic as well as global markets as well. As support capacity expansion across technologies such as solar, wind, battery storage and green hydrogen. Lender of a subsidiary of Cafe Coffee Day has moved the NCLT seeking insolvency resolution process against the firm with the NCLT. This is in connection with a loan default of over 120 crore rupees by the subsidiary. Coffee Day has requested its subsidiary for amicable settlement of the matter via discussions with the lender. Well, the big newsmaker of the evening, the MD and the CEO